I'm Scott Thuman.
And I'm Michelle Marsh. Just about an hour ago, House Speaker Mike Johnson ordered his chamber's recess to be extended another week. So the House, which has already passed the GOP funding bill for the Senate's consideration, will not reconvene until October 13th.
Meanwhile, the White House says right now officials are working to identify which agencies will likely see layoffs.
The Office of Management and Budget, as we've said repeatedly, is working with the agencies and our cabinet secretaries to identify where cuts unfortunately can and have to be made. But if this shutdown continues, as we've said, layoffs are an unfortunate consequence of that.
Our Jay Korf joining us live on the National Mall right now as we're getting a clearer idea really of just how many agencies and offices are now empty.
And Jay, this is impacting everything from national monuments and local events to even D.C. marriage licenses. But you're also noticing something pretty unusual out there today, Jay.
Yeah, I got to tell you, Michelle and Scott, in the 2 decades that I lived in the DMV, I have never been on the National Mall on such a gorgeous, picture-perfect day. And it's eerily quiet here. There are just not a lot of people here. And you know, in terms of the shutdown impacts, you know, there's a hodgepodge of closings, be it museums or federal buildings. Most of the Smithsonian museums on the National Mall, they're open till around October 11th, but places like National Archives, Library of Congress, they are not open. Information centers that so many tourists and folks rely on, like the one here at the World War II Memorial, that's closed as well, annoying tourists looking for help who also cannot enjoy the Washington Monument, one of the city's premier tourist attractions.
For the second time, we could not get into the Washington Monument. The first time was the last shutdown.
So DC courts remain open, but if you want to get a marriage license in the nation's capital, that is on hold. That part of that office is not open. There's other major events that utilize federal resources that are also either being canceled or postponed. Canceled U.S. Army's annual Best Squad competition. And also coming up on 7 News on Your Side on 6 o'clock, some really disheartening news. The ALS Association, their 25th annual walk to defeat ALS, that has been postponed because they can't secure the federal permits. We'll have much more coming up on that on 7 News on Your Side at 6. For now, live along the National Mall, I'm Jay Korf for 7 News.
A huge disappointment there. I spoke to the CEO this week. Jay, thank you. Now to some other impacts that we're seeing from the shutdown. Normally, the first Friday of the month comes with a new jobs report, but the Bureau of Labor Statistics will not release any September employment reports during the shutdown. Meanwhile, the Smithsonian museums will remain open through October 11th, but if the shutdown extends past that date, they will have to close. We will be continuing to follow this story. Our coverage of the government shutdown continues on the weekend. Make sure to keep up with all of our updates on WJLA.com. That's where we'll be posting resources for federal workers and a list of what's open and what's not.
All right, early